Slam that door.
To make this movie was by far one of the greatest experiences I've ever had.
Dude, it was awesome. It was super awesome.
Oh my god, I had the time of my life. I mean, I literally had the time of my life.
It was surreal.
My experience as a whole was life-changing.
It was definitely a momentous experience for me.
Dude, it was honestly incredible.
Hell yeah. Did I have fun making the movie? Hell yeah, I did.
From the beginning, everything just naturally unfolded. From us like getting together and writing, to auditioning, to actually filming, and everything just naturally unfolded the way it should have, and I'm very proud of that.
There really aren't words to describe that type of journey. It was beautiful.
Everyone just became like a family. It really did, because we were spending every weekend together.
And I think that even the grueling moments made the relaxing moments more fun. You know what I mean? It was amazing.
My name is Justin Thomas Evans. The character's name is Donnie, the Russian. Donnie is quite an intense man, but heart of gold.
But even though they were shooting at him, he still kept picking up money.
Cares about Nettle, cares about Betty, cares about Wade, and soon after he cares a lot about Samantha.
You can't let me get
Really wants to protect her through all of the trials that we go through. Would do anything for anyone, but as hard as they come, he will fight to the death, no matter what, to protect himself, to protect the people that he cares about. Wanting to protect my friends and family, that was very natural. It felt very comfortable. It seemed like there was times where you really wanted me to stay in character, and I kind of didn't want to.
It is not what I said.
But then there was times where you didn't tell me to be in character, and I liked being Donnie, so it was kind of fun to kind of bounce back and forth between the two. The love that I received from everybody, the way everybody would usually say Donnie, they wouldn't call me Justin, it was always Donnie, so that felt really great. But I loved it. I loved him, and I loved the way everybody loved him.
Once potatoes cut into little squares. Mash them up.
My name is Levi Conley. I play the role of Wade in Caged and Wild. Really, Wade is... I interpreted him as a character that has gone through a lot of loss and struggle. He's finally found home in this group of friends. The relationship with Samantha was interesting. As you can see in the film, at first, he does not like her. He does not like her at all.
You're seriously gonna bring the cops to us over her? A choice between doing 10 years and taking out some stupid bitch shouldn't be no choice at all.
Views her, I would say, really as a reason for his entire family to be broken up. His family is everything to him, and her getting involved when the news comes on and says that now we're being hunted, essentially, it's like, okay, great. Now we're fucked, and it's because of her. And I remember physically where I was standing when I had that phone call with you, where you told me, okay, so you have the role, but you're gonna have to cut your hair, and you're gonna have to do a mohawk. I was thinking something maybe a little less brash than that. I don't know if I really had a visual that I could try to paint here, but it wasn't that, that's for sure. And I remember processing it for maybe about 2 seconds or so and realizing like, okay, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, of course. Like, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, why not? And then realizing what the mohawk would actually be. And I'm like, ooh, okay.
Alright, so here we go. For the movie. Yeah? Say you accept this. Bring it up. Just right down the middle.
I remember waking up the next day. It almost seemed like one of those things, like it was like a hangover story kind of, where you wake up and you're like, oh, fuck. Like, my hair is gone. It was like, even though I knew it was happening in the moment, but I woke up and I had that reaction. It was like a guttural reaction.
Ow! You scared the shit out of me. Don't do that.
I mean, I think truly going there with the character, I think allowed me to play the character better. I feel like every time that I actually had the mohawk up, threw on the vest, threw on the shirt, threw on the chain, like, it was in that moment where I feel like I just became the character.
Where are my friends, huh? Tell me! What, huh? Huh? You shy? Huh? What, are you nervous?
But yeah, it was an adventure.
man.
I'm Mauricio A. Saldana, and I play the role of Neville in Cajun Wild. Neville is this caring, compassionate, dark, brooding guy.
What are we gonna do with her?
We're not gonna kill her.
A quiet, composed person who cared deeply about his family.
Can't get paid for the product. Say we ditch it.
Whoa. After everything we've gone through to get it, we're just gonna toss it? It's gotta be worth something.
That's the problem.
He's this kind of character who kind of speaks when he feels like he needs to, you know. He's more of a I'll show you with my actions kind of guy, you know. And he's a protector. The relationship between Neville and Samantha was very brotherly and sisterly. He was someone who can guide her. You know, he's almost like the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, this was huge for me, and like I said, I'm grateful to be a part of this, big time.
My name is Tori Keaton, and I played the role of Betty.
Fuck you, you piece of shit! Everyone will try to hurt me!
Fuck! I would say Betty is a badass, bona fide, but she has a huge heart. I think she really deeply loves people, more than she loves herself, I would say. And I feel like she too has gone through a lot of loss. She's gone through a lot of hardship, and I think she knows deeply what it's like to exist in a world without a lot other than human connections. And I think that's why she is the way that she is.
You're not gonna hurt me. You think I won't hurt you?
I think she has a really tough exterior, but she's a very deep lover at the same time.
Look, you play it real cool, and I'll try to get you out of this alive, alright? I know you didn't do nothing wrong, but you're gonna stick with us until Neville gets better.
I had just went through a really painful period in my life where I had kind of forgotten who I really was in a weird way. And I think for me, it feels like for me there are really no coincidences in this work. And so I feel like Betty was brought to me, and really the whole cast and crew were brought to me, and I was brought to them in a very divine sense. So it's not so much that it was difficult to like find that character, it was more the rediscovery of who I really am and trying to bring that into who she is, if that makes sense.
Get out.
What?
Get out now.
Betty? Betty, what's going on?
We're leaving her here.
You can't just leave her here.
No, it's time for her to go, Neville.
But why?
Shut up!
What I had prepped for Betty is that she came from basically an orphanage. She did have a sister who I prepped was basically her whole life, as you discover throughout the film, which is Samantha reminds her of this sister and why she kind of has this like special connection or a soft spot for Sam. I think it turns into really two women lifting one another up. You know what I mean? And really believing in each other and kind of seeing each other grow. Because I think that Samantha also forces Betty to grow. And Betty forces Samantha to grow. You know what I mean? So I think it's a really beautiful relationship in that sense. Betty. Love that bitch.
I'm Paisley Bird, and I play Samantha.
Don't you fucking touch her!
Samantha is a very sweet, intelligent woman that is really lost in her way. She is in an abusive relationship, an abusive marriage. Her relationship with her husband was horrible. It got to the point where she was just trying to survive. It wasn't really much of a relationship. Before she met the outlaw, she was not happy. The only thing she had in her life was her work, and even that was being taken away from her.
What are you talking about?
Well, the 1E serum. It's been developed just a little bit past your expertise, so I had to bring in a larger scale company to continue with trial testing. It's just a little bit out of my hands now.
But
all the paperwork should be on your desk.
So after so many years of that, she's turned into a very just meek and quiet person, kind of like not even there, just going day by day.
Sorry, excuse me.
I would say Samantha was a lost soul. But the amazing thing about being Samantha is she goes through a gigantic transformation. She goes from Samantha to Sam, which is really fun. As the relationships developed with the outlaws, that's when the dynamic became really fun. I didn't have to stay internal in her sad little world. I got to explore because Samantha was exploring. She got to see the different sides of these people as people rather than, these scary outlaws that took her. She saw the humanity in them, and she realized that was what was missing from her life and was able to let herself go so that she could become a family with them.
I mean, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. But I think it's kind of cool out here.
Yeah. You can see all the stars.
As an actor, being able to play the role of Samantha was challenging, but in the best way possible because she goes through such a deep metamorphosis, which was a little bit intimidating, to be honest. But that is also what made it really great, is being able to pull out all her nuance through every step of her development. I wish that any other artist or actor will have that same experience, because there's nothing like being that close to your character.
So that's it. Just stay tight and huddle, shoulder first, and commit to that bitch.
That's okay. Let's get it done before he gets here. Go.
Cajun Wild, scene 31, shot E, take 5.
Well, life feels like a pile of dirty dishes and there ain't no mouth. Hugs and kids, everybody talking, nobody wants to listen. Except your old hound dog and this bottle of booze who feels so in touch, so far removed from the frame of thought where everybody got something to prove. 'Cause this is me, it's what you get. If you don't like it,
Scene 10, shot S, take 7.
what the hell did you expect? I found in love with falling down. I feel stronger every time I pick myself up off the ground, and I don't care what you say. I am who I am. Give a good goddamn anyway.
SBFJ. What are you doing? Stop it.
My name is Cody Chacon, and I'm a AD and co-writer of Cajun Wild.
Hi, my name's Anthony Coriel. I'm the writer, director, and producer of Cajun Wild.
You guys rock. Like, I kind of want to still. I guess everything kind of started when I sat down with Justin Evans and Cody Chacon, who were renting a room for me at the time, and we watched an old film of mine. And
This all started with Anthony being like, "Hey man, I'm a director. Check out this movie." And I was like, "No way." So we watched it, and I was actually very impressed with what he did.
Cody was literally like, "Hey, do you want to make another film?"
I was like, "Dude, we should make another one." And he looked at me and he's like, "Let's do it."
And I was like, "Well, no, like, yeah, but no, I really want to, but my God, you don't understand how much work it is."
and it really happened. Like, it wasn't just, okay, let's do this and then give up after a few weeks. Like, we really spent months working on this thing.
We started writing a script like July or June, maybe even as far back as May in 2019. We worked on it for like 3 months.
It was exciting. It was fun. It's probably one of the best times.
All right. So me and Cody are on our way to do our very first location scout for the movie, and I know this little abandoned warehouse out in Santa Alejo that we go skate at sometimes. So we're gonna go there and we're gonna check it out and see what we can find.
And then cast in like November, October, and almost immediately found all the people that we felt were right for the roles, and it kind of just snowballed from there.
Just from the beginning, everything just naturally unfolded well. From us like getting together and writing, to auditioning, to actually filming, and everything just naturally unfolded the way it should have. And I'm very
They're gonna be tearing this city apart, looking for her.
Who has food? I'm gonna stop. I'm in a bad mood.
You saved my life.
It could get rough.
For fuck's sake, Neville.
Whoa. Stop this scene.
She was on TV, Neville.
Even when I did the slow peek over the roof, I was all like...
We need the God, we need the God, we pray, one day, Sunday, that's when we pray.
The first thing we did was put wardrobe on Justin.
Next thing you know, Anthony comes in and goes, okay, let your hair down, take the bandana off. Where's your beanie? Where's your leather jacket? All right, let's put this together. Okay, we're gonna make this character right now. And we did. And we did it in about 15 minutes. Donnie was born.
I remember I had this big like machete. We just had like a beanie and his leather, and I put his hair all down, and we started talking about an accent.
Don't fucking move.
And he was this comedic relief. You know who I based Donnie on was the two little pill bugs from A Bug's Life. that's where I got the idea for Donnie. I thought it was so funny to have this character that like maybe didn't really understand what you were saying.
Donnie? Are you alive?
No, I got stabbed.
Justin Evans, blessed us with his presence, and never taken an acting class before, never been in a film before. It was his very first role, and I knew he could do it, and I knew that it was really, really important to have Justin be a part of the production because he is just one of the most sweetest, warm-hearted, caring individuals I think I've ever gotten to know.
You can't run from me. I missed him till we do.
The first character I wrote was Neville. He's kind of like the leader of the group. Mauricio was such an important part of making this film. And Neville's a big part of the Outlaws, his backstory with Betty and everything, they're kind of the core. But having Mauricio play Neville was a godsend and a blessing in such a huge way. And getting to know Mauricio on a personal level, I'm just really, really grateful that it was him.
Action!
Levi Conley played Wade, and what's really funny is nobody thought that he was going to be able to play Wade, because you read the script and he's this like brash, kind of intense character, and you meet Levi and you're just like, oh hi, how's it going? He's like so sweet and quiet, and like he's such a nice kid, and we shaved his fucking head and we dyed his hair red and put that crazy outfit on him, and man, that switch was flipped. And once he flipped that switch, man, he was Wade through and through.
Put your fucking guns down, now! Johnny, no! Let's get the fuck out of here, go! Let her go! Let her go! Now!
The character Betty was based on a character that I wrote a long time ago for a post-apocalyptic film. And so that character's always been really, really special to me. She's kind of like this super fucking badass with a heart of gold,
We're close to fucking gone out here, man. And all the money that we stole is fucked.
I love that female dynamic of a character. And we brought Tori Keaton on board, and she just fucking absolutely floored it, to the point where I was almost completely convinced that that's just how she was in real life. Like, it took me a while to really learn that Tori wasn't really like that, because like she played the part so well and just took that character to a whole new level. And we were really, really lucky to have her be a part of the production. Without Betty, without Tori playing Betty, I feel like a lot of the days would have been a little more down, a little more sad, and she's just like this, like silly, funny, just always laughing and being crazy, and at times really lighten the mood of tough days.
Thought I was just sitting here talking to Tori about nothing.
We were. Don't give him that shit.
I'd appreciate it if you keep it professional.
She played the part so well and just took that character to a whole new level. And we were really, really lucky to have her be a part of the production.
We're lovers now.
Yeah, didn't you know?
Wade's like, what?
Yeah, sorry, Wade.
Bye.
That's how it is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Neville will love you even when you're dead.
And
I'll carry your corpse around
And the last person in the Outlaws that I cast was Samantha. Originally, I had written the role for a friend of mine. When she backed out, I kind of panicked a little bit, and then I looked back in the Betty auditions, and the person who was my next choice was going to be Paisley Byrd. Paisley was just so talented, and I could feel it right off the bat. I cast her for the same reason I cast Levi, is just because when they gave their auditions, I really felt something, and I just felt like that was really important.
It doesn't belong to you.
I don't even give a shit about that anymore, Doug. You're from my friend.
Who, her?
Don't you fucking touch her!
And what are you gonna do about it?
I was just like right off the bat, I was like, oh no, like this is the girl, like she's the one, she can do this. She was born to play that role. And the more I got to know her, the more, I realized that the role had almost kind of been written about her and was very, very close to home for her. I feel like one of the most important things about the film was getting Paisley to play Samantha because, for two reasons, because the character needed to undergo this huge transformation, and also because I feel like Paisley herself really was in the middle of making that transformation herself. That's one of the most serendipitous things about this film, is that like everything that happened I felt like was so necessary in all of our personal lives. We all grew making this movie together, and we all grew together as, as time went on, and it was almost like a little family, we all became really, really close, and I'm so blessed to have gotten that opportunity to work with, all these individuals, and like everybody was exactly who we needed to cast for the film. Like I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Let's talk about the first night on set. What was the first night on set?
Not what I thought I was getting into, that's for sure.
If I can get security guards, Outlaws with me, we're gonna take a walk and take a look at all the stuff. Pretty good? Okay, we're live and we're in action in like 10 seconds. You ready? Alright guys, everything you fucking got. Action!
One of the first things Tony said to me was, hey man, your pants are a little too clean. Can you go outside and dirty them up a little bit?
So, first day of the shoot, and apparently the director thinks that the pants are a little too clean, so I'm out here putting some work in.
I went outside of his front yard and I just started rolling in the dirt. Is this what you want, Tony?
A little more.
First day on set was rough. We probably screwed around a little more than we needed to.
Wonderful. Whoa! Like,
That's what we need.
Oh, I broke my bond. Oh, I gotta quit.
Yeah.
I don't fucking get hurt.
We were the first night. We were there like 14 hours, 12 hours.
I think the first day was pretty incredible. It was incredible in a lot of ways. It was difficult. It was long.
I heard several comments back from like people who were kind of like, I don't know if I can do this.
I remember getting home at 5 o'clock and just thinking, what the fuck did I just get myself into?
I think we were there until maybe like 5 or 6. And that's when I started to question a little bit of like, okay, do I want this or not?
It was dusty and cold and hectic, but it was great. Especially those like the first memories of shooting. So like that's why Trinity is one of my favorite like memories.
It was great. Just getting involved in the cast, getting to know you better, getting to know everyone better, seeing how everything ran. It was really amazing, especially the first day too. We had a lot of people on set, and there was just all these crazy moving parts, and I think it was just exciting knowing that this was the beginning of a long journey. It was when Donnie and we like run through the doors, right? I go to the right, we're like doing that thing. Bam, 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 bam.
But I had fun, you know. We shot some guns and we had a great location, and the very opening shot of the film looked identical to how I had pictured it and how I drew out the storyboard, because I knew the location and I knew exactly what I kind of wanted to happen. I think the only addition was we put a gun in Mauricio's hand.
And I was so excited on the first night too. Like, I remember just like sitting on top of the van and seeing everyone and the crew, and it was fucking huge and massive, because I've never been on something like production as this big as it was, and so it felt unreal to me. Actually, it felt like I'm on a freaking movie set for the first time.
Action! Yeah, he closed it. Okay, you guys ready? Let's take the shots. Take the shot. Roll. Ready, Adam? Same thing. Boom mic up a little bit higher. There you go. Okay. Ready? On 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful.
Woo, that looks good! That's what I'm talking about.
Who hired you, dog?
I'm gonna put it right here.
You ready?
Yep.
That was intense.
The hideout was great. I'd say it was a little early on for everyone. I only say that because like it was only the second week of shooting, and I don't think everybody had really figured out their characters yet. I hadn't figured out everyone's characters yet. You know, there's a lot of flaws in the writing.
I do think it took all of us a little bit of time to find the heartbeats of the characters, and we were really growing like together. We were learning who each other were and becoming more comfortable. So I don't think it's probably the worst thing that some of that ended up being cut.
My first day on set was the hideout, and I remember being a little bit nervous, but I also remember that it was really fun to get to know everybody for the first time, how everybody worked, how everybody was learning their characters, because we were all kind of clumsy with our characters at the time and our roles, which I think it's really great that we were all kind of around the same level in that way. We could really support each other as we were developing ourselves and our characters, and the first day on set was also very cold.
Good shit.
Who am I getting coffee for?
Me.
I guess I'm going to get a whole shitload of coffees.
You getting coffee for real?
Yeah, get coffee right now. Coffee.
Oh, yeah, please.
Coffee.
Anything hot.
Go, bro. All right, somebody jacket Wade.
The first day of the hideout, we were there till 5 a.m. and everyone was definitely getting loopy by the end of it. So that was fun.
Wait. Oh. What scene was it again, man? Hold on.
When we were in the hideout, when I feel like our essence of time was maybe not quite there yet.
There was a lot of unproductive things that we did on set. I mean, we should have just been fucking shooting. We were playing hack and sack, smoking cigarettes. Paisley was falling asleep, and I remember I was playing Pokemon on my Switch. I mean, there was a lot of unproductive stuff, but I mean, thanks, Tony, for not being such a hard ass on us, I guess. Maybe you should be next time.
We were just fucking around a lot. Like, it was that night that we were there until, like, well, we all know the hideout scene. Like, it was, yeah, we were there till maybe 6 in the morning or something like that. We were taking, like, hour-long breaks, like, not even preparing for the next scene. We were just smoking weed and just, like, playing hacky sack and just completely fucking around.
Action.
Black magic.
Roll! Roll!
Where are my friends, huh?
Tell me!
Shot E, take 3. Scene 11. Fuck. Can you hit the fucking record button for me? It's the big red one. Just hover your finger over. Where?
There was some frustrating times because it was like getting 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and some people weren't taking things as seriously as others. So.
I'm rolling camera. Where's Donnie? Donnie!
We're not gonna kill her.
What are we gonna do with her?
God damn it. To take her with us. It's not even fucking funny anymore, is it?
Okay.
it's not.
Camera?
No, it's not.
Audio?
It's really not. We're not gonna kill her.
Oh my god. I mean, the hideout was so fun.
The hideout was ridiculous.
In all ways, just with everybody, but especially with learning with you and your crazy flip out Wadeness. Yeah.
Sorry, Goofy.
Oh boy.
That's how you got Levi to break character?
Those were fun. Those are not going to be captured in that because that in the movie goes away in like a minute.
But it was a lot of fun. It was getting to know everybody on a personal level, professional, as well as getting to know the character even more. So it was really fun, even though it was a very, very long night.
Fuck, that hurt! Quick, wait, it's one line from Neville, one line from Donnie, pull back, and then lines right here.
Oh, so I'm not.
Everything good?
Yep.
Man, Jesus.
No, do it. Don't tell me. Do it. Okay, I will, but not because you told me to. What was that? Damn it, now there's like a tree right there. That kind of bugs.
Still? Damn it. You should have brought a blowtorch.
Trinity days. We got really lucky shooting at Trinity. The warehouse location was great.
Because of the fact that we were in different areas of that warehouse, different parts and different scenes, and so there was kind of a variety of things that were going on that were being shot in different spots, office and laboratory, and just all the different areas, and that was a lot of fun, and that was in the very beginning.
That location was just so cool. It was so big and so massive, like, you would lose people.
So many interesting things in there, and we could light it really big, and unfortunately we didn't have the right light to light the whole place. Shooting this on a shoestring budget with maybe about $200-300 worth of lighting through the whole picture, which shows in the quality, I think, that it's lacking a little bit. but I think we did pretty damn good with the tools that we had at the time.
Trinity was also cold.
We're talking about private shit here, you little bitch.
Yeah, bitch. I was right.
Oh, he's right. We're so whiny. I'm hungry and cold, bitch. I'm hungry and cold. What?
Also long days. I remember getting sprayed in the face with fake blood like 10 times. That was always really fun.
I love being at the Sinclair facility, as I like the smooth ground. I would run around and slide on the ground a lot.
From a monster in a movie and they fall. It's just like, just get up.
Yeah, and of course I liked all the action stuff too. I mean, that was cool.
Clear. Cut.
But the experience was amazing.
Definitely emotionally draining in a sense where, getting prepared mentally to go in a state of panic or to imagine what it would be like to have a gun to your head and being taken. Even though I felt completely safe with everyone on set, like having to stay in that mentality for that long was definitely draining, but I wouldn't change a thing about it. It was a really amazing experience.
Hey, Wade. Wade. Okay, position A. Not funny. Julie, stop laughing.
And super fun to see everyone come on set. We had a lot of people when we were there, and that was always a blast.
It just turned off. What's up?
Get your fingers out of there. You're supposed to cut away from your hands.
Alright.
Sketch. Okay, I got it from here. Put the razor blade away.
That guy slept through that. I can't believe that.
Too deaf? Last scene at Trinity.
Quick, honey. Say bye. Maurice was like, peace out, you bugs.
Give me Gilligan's Island. Alright. Give me drum circle. Yeah, alright, I'm done acting. I'm done. Alright, now give me sexy drum circle. Now shoot him. And now dance. Shoot him and dance.
It was really frustrating, Justin, trying to find Justin all the time and get him to stop smoking cigarettes and get back to set. That was a little tough, but we love him, so.
Where the hell's Justin?
Yeah, Justin was all over the place. Nobody could find Justin.
We would literally be ready to roll. Everyone would be in position, and we'd look around and we'd be like, "Where the hell is Donnie?"
Tony should have hired. He should have hired like a wrangler, a Justin wrangler. It's pretty easy to get lost in that place, man. It was pretty big.
Breaking news. The first death from coronavirus here in the United States.
China has identified the cause of the mysterious new virus. Coronavirus.
More aggressive steps to fight the spread are just now beginning.
The entire state of California ordered to stay at home. That's 40 million people.
As we come on the air tonight, much of America shutting down.
Days after the virus hit New York, on March 11th, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a global pandemic.
Being back in the desert was brutal. It was hotter than fuck out there. We were supposed to be filming out there in February and in March, but because of COVID pushing us back, we didn't get out there till June. And it was hot. as hell.
It was crazy because we were shooting in quarantine, basically. I mean, we waited like 2 months, 3 months or so until, you know, it died down a little bit. But we were shooting in the midst of a pandemic. I guarantee you, we're one of very few who are making a movie during a worldwide, like, pandemic. Something that's completely changing the way we live. And it's wild to think about that we were doing something productive during that. Crazy.
I don't know. I think we did just an amazing job with what we had, especially with having to take like a 3-month hiatus because of fucking COVID. You know what I mean? Like in the middle of... I'm done rambling. Thank you so much.
The coldest it got was 112 during the day. That was the coldest that it got. We fucking suffered, all of us.
All we had was this van and all the actors and the crew. That's it. So we would just drive from here all the way to the middle of the desert, hoping everything will work out, which it did every time. So we were able to get it done, spending hours and hours out there working. And then me manning the audio, him manning the camera, like, on top of everything else we had to worry about. Like, it was pretty gnarly, man. So
Shooting in the summer in the desert is not fun.
It was one thing to wear the wardrobe, but it was another thing to wear the wardrobe in the desert. The boots we got were about a half size too big. I didn't have a choice but to wear 2 pairs of socks, and I had to wear big, thick snow socks. You know, black boots, black jeans. Had to wear a black long sleeve shirt with another shirt so I wouldn't sweat inside my black leather jacket with my black beanie with my hair down. So needless to say, I was cooking.
It just taught me like true camaraderie and friendship and just like pulling together on like really difficult moments, even when it's hot as fuck and we're dying and we're thirsty, you know, and we're still working hard to like make this project happen.
As we were going through each day's process, especially in the desert, which was so difficult and so hot and so hard for us, everybody really, really went through a hard trial with the desert scenes. It was incredibly difficult, but we all did it. We all made it through it. Everybody cooked. Most of us were wearing black. It's very hot for us.
The desert was magical. The desert was insane. Working in such extreme conditions, I actually appreciated because I could use that for the scene. It was not pleasant at all and extremely uncomfortable to be out there in the hottest part of the day. But being able to use that physical feeling of discomfort into a scene that requires discomfort, I mean, that I think that's kind of, in my opinion, an actor's dream.
I think it's very rare that you get to work that closely and in that brutal of conditions. I think that, because we really went from very cold conditions, I mean, we're in California, so like, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, cold is relative. But we went from filming in very cold conditions, always long hours, early morning shoots, late night shoots, into 115 degrees in the desert. So there was this level of care that we all had for each other of like, do you need water? Have you eaten? Do you need Advil? Are your feet on fire? You know what I mean? Like, let me water your feet. Like, there was just this way that we all took care of one another that I don't think is common on sets. So there was just, we were in the trenches together in a lot of ways, really in the trenches together. And I know there were times where probably all of us wanted to be like, dude, I just like quit, especially me when I could barely button my fucking jeans and I'm sweating bullets in the desert. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is, yeah, wearing shorts and then we'd be like, we gotta roll. And I'd be like, fuck. And I'm like jumping to put my jeans on. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, It was brutal conditions, but we would always be there for one another and help each other out. It was beautiful.
Something really special happened there when we started going out to the desert, you know, where everybody just became like best friends, and we turned into a little family, and we're all taking care of each other and looking out for each other. And Stanlin's was like our main hub.
Stanlin's! Stanlin's was great. That was our home away from home. Curie was so great. He always took great care of us there. We always had a couple of rooms, and, you know, we'd all go to each other's rooms like we're having a slumber party.
Everybody's been picking.
It was like being at camp with your best friends. It was almost like getting to be a kid again, you know? That feeling that, like, nothing else really mattered, just right where you were, right at that moment. And it's rare to come across moments like that in your life as you get older, you know?
Perfect. Could you do that same face, but just stare out the window longingly? Nailed it.
Come on, a little faster, please.
Iron. Iron.
Does that mean action?
Iron. Can I have you guys fudge towards camera just a little bit?
You know what time it is, Tony?
No, that was bad. That's what you don't want to do this at all. Just say no.
But we knew.
Yeah, but don't give her the nod of approval.
Okay.
That's
Bad
It's a bunch of Spider-Mans.
Fucking hell, dude! Oh my god! Fucking assholes! I don't have the gun in my hand. She keeps taking my gun away. Okay?
Poor Cody.
I have a hard time controlling Donnie. He kind of just says what he wants to say. You're dancing now. No.
Help to warm up the acting
This
chops.
is all bullshit. Don't listen to him. Dance. I will dance for you with gun. Yay! Hell's good. Happy Russian guy. What else do you want from me? Yes, yes, kick, yes, you go. Now, here we go. Yes, kick, do things properly. We will kill you after film is done.
And then there was the day that Cody got heat stroke and blacked out, which was probably the scariest day on set.
30-minute plus takes. I'm sitting there with the boom pole and it's just on fire. I got the headset on, I got my gear.
119, 120 out that day.
He was just taking a pounding from the
We
heat.
closed the van doors and everything for the audio, so that makes it, what, 140 degrees maybe? I don't know, who knows. Everybody's dying, everyone's just trying to, like, pull through this, and then I just, like, black out.
Alright. Yep. Open the door right now.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck? What the fuck?
You're okay. You're alright.
During a really long take, Cody just went down.
I saw him fall and, you know, panic when he got out of the van. It was very scary.
It was the heat and the lines, and it was just not a good day.
And Cody comes to, and he's all tangled in, like, the headphone cord and the microphone cable.
It was a great thought, but bad idea.
And Justin comes up with this fucking little red Milwaukee fan.
I'm just like dying there. They're like throwing water bottles at me. Then Justin just starts blasting this thing on me. It's nothing but hot air in my fucking face. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
It was really great that we all banded together to make sure he was okay, taking him back to the hotel and checking, you know, our resources to see what else we could do for him.
Eventually I calmed down, and I realized what the hell just happened, and everyone just rushed me back to the motel. I took a shower, and then...
So I'm really glad that, you know, we were able to get him out of there right away and take him to the hotel, and that he was okay. And I think that made us even more cognizant of precautions for the future. So yeah, I'm glad you're alive, Cody. I think because that it was his last day, we got extra silly. And that was such a sweet memory, just being with a bunch of friends.
Because it was the end of this time with Levi. You know what I mean? That it made it like a special night in that way too. It felt like the closing of some chapter and the opening of a kind of new chapter, if that makes sense.
I think the last day, it may have been so emotional and so potent to me personally because I knew that it was the last day. And I knew that it was the end of the journey, at least for me personally, in this role.
But I think it was like also a blessing in a weird way because you really were leaving. So there was that element of grief to it. I think for all of us, like we knew this was the end with Levi. So it was like the end of Levi and Wade. Because you're dead to us now, dude. You fucking deserted us like that. Hate you. Goodbye.
I set out to make a buddy pick with Cajun Wild. I wanted to make a buddy pick about a girl who was just in a shitty fucking life, who just like jumps on board out of nowhere with people she does not, it's completely different worlds. And she just kind of finds like a little family in these people. And I wanted it to be fun. And I wanted Wade to be like the kind of slow pushover character where it's like he really didn't like her at first, and then he slowly starts to like her over the picture. And then we were going to axe Betty, we were going to kill Betty's character, and then we were going to go into the final act, you know? And it was just such a bummer that, you know, that Levi had to leave and we had to kill Wade off, because it just changed the dynamic of the whole film. Right when they were starting to get to know Samantha, we had to kill Wade off. And it just like put such a dark overtone over the film that like it was kind of hard to come back from that into fun times, silly times, happy times, and you know, but I think that it was the most necessary thing because we got to keep the Betty character, and we got to have her kind of guide Samantha through this this journey.
Next.
Hey man, you're about to die. How do you feel?
Feels pretty weird.
Yeah. Everybody ready? This is 100% real take.
Yeah, no, crouch down where I just was.
30 seconds. There we go. Let's fucking do this. Everybody good? Everybody in position? Okay, we're ready? Okay. On 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, go! 2, 1, go! 2, 1, go! 2, 1, go!
Another favorite performance, but it was also heartbreaking, was when Wade died, and you know, watching Betty just sob over him. Just being there made you cry too, and that's how you know that you've done a good job if you can elicit emotion out of somebody else, and they did a great job.
I just remember that night, just on the outside perspective of, you know, Dory really needed a moment to like catch herself. She made everybody like fuck off, and it was just us outside, and then when they came out and they did the scene, like we were all just choked up in tears.
It was very fun. It was still very fun, even though it was so challenging.
Yeah. Was the angle okay?
It's hard for me to watch that and not cry. It's such a hard...
Sam, do you get emotional when you watch that scene?
Yeah, me too.
I do too, every time.
Are you glad Wade died instead of Betty?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I'm like, yes, dude, yes, I am.
A man named James will be at your door within the hour.
My name's Ian Crosby, and I played James. It kind of just came out of me. I didn't really dive too much in like who he was. I went off your notes and your feelings and the direction that you gave me, and it kind of just brought it out of me. From the first time that I got to share the set and drive up to Idlewild with all the cast and crew, and just how instantaneously and easy it was that we meshed and became part of the crew and felt effortless, and just right from the first beat, I was super excited, and the way that I was welcomed, and just made everything easier. And
All right, here we go. All right, on the count of 3, everybody jump and say Caves and Wild. Can we do that? We're gonna die. Okay, you ready? Okay. Well, you have to. Okay. 1.
No, hold on. Jump and say Caves
This
and
guy,
Wild.
what's he
I got
doing?
a beer in my back pocket. Hey, can I jump? Hey, wait, can I jump off the van into the shop?
No.
the first day was kind of just getting a feel for things. There wasn't like too many shots that I was in. Just, I think more than anything, just being around the cast and crew and just getting a feel for that and just being there as a presence. Everybody was very encouraging to be hesitant and to be challenged and apprehensive to even do it, especially at the time of my life and what I was going through, and just the encouragement of Anthony and then being there that first day on set and the way that everybody, we all kind of took to each other, and I fit in the pack. It eased my self-doubt and just encouraged me to dive in and to just do it. And I'm proud of myself for doing it. And it was a very, in my own sense, like it was healing to do it. And I'm very happy that I took on the challenge and that I rode that horse.
That's a good girl.
Fuck you! I'm fucking
No half-stepping, and if I was going to do it, I owed it to just, to commit and to do it. And I'm proud of myself for digging deep and for doing that, and the positivity that it helped at that time of my life, and just the inspiration and how it turned a new leaf even for my creativity and my artistry that I apply in other parts of my life. And it was, I couldn't say enough about the impact that it had on me, and awesome time.
In the distance?
It's a wild croppo in the bush. Toss him?
Yeah, just toss him aside.
Just toss him at me.
Toss him at his feet. But do it without being all smiley and happy and shit.
I'm gonna just toss him on the ground.
Yep, exactly.
Being part of a project with people that take it seriously, and people that are all about it and ready to just work long hours and dig deep and get the right shot and push each other to get the result where everybody's happy with, and working with professionals like Shane, it was a lot of fun.
Okay, so it's lock up, slice, grab, pull back, face palm, boom, boom. There needs to be some.
I'm too close for this.
Yeah, so when he face palms you, I think you should step back. 1, 2.
Just like a quick, just to clear the distance.
Slice, grab, boom, boom.
My name's Shane Alexander, and I had the pleasure to work on Caves and Wild, and I was the stunt coordinator and also one of the stunt performers. I may or may not have fallen down some stairs. So you're
Mm,
here.
we're gonna open up
then
this
you
way.
roll a little bit to clear space. Come around the cross of his face here. You can take that. Bam. Yeah, don't actually hit him on the head, but yeah.
The scissor cam comes for Shane.
Did you have a good time? Dude, it was awesome. It was super awesome. Like I wasn't sure what to expect because like Anthony hit me up and was like on Instagram, just out of the blue, and this guy's like, "Hey man, I'm shooting a movie and I need a stunt guy." I was like, "Yeah, sure, all right." Showed up to this random set in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night, and it was super cool, man. I was super happy. Got comfortable with everybody and realized it was like probably one of the best crews I still to this day think I've worked with. You could feel like when it becomes a job for people. I didn't get that feeling once, dude, on Cage, and I was only with them for a little while, with you guys for a little while, but even just in that short amount of time, I know I was there towards the end, and everybody was probably tired, and everybody still had that like artistic passion going for it. And that's what I really like gravitated towards. I thought that was cool. It was funny, man. It kind of made me think of like my friends that I grew up with, because there's just kind of like a ragtag group of people, like you could tell, like, and I was like, okay, cool, but I already kind of automatically felt comfortable because I felt like I was with my friends. So yeah, it was good. It was a good surprise.
Okay. Shane, can you say something?
Hey.
Okay. Okay. Oh, the final scene, man. Wow. It was big. There's a lot of people on our set.
The final scene, that is one of my favorite memories, having everyone at the house. There were so many people and everyone was super stoked and excited, and there was such an electricity in the air about it, and everyone's energy, and it was just incredibly special to be a part of that.
Yeah, there was just so many people there. There was so many background actors. There was us, and there was like an armorer, and there was like 2 or 3 different meetings that we had to like sit through, and everyone gave speeches. It was crazy. It felt like, I remember looking at Paisley and I was like, holy crap. That was like one of my favorite moments, definitely.
No, everybody was amazing to work with, so much fun. I feel like I made friends really with everyone. I feel like there was just kind of this camaraderie that whenever someone would come on set, I feel like everybody was so welcoming. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. I definitely don't think you get that on every film set in any way.
Cut. Don't cut, actually. Stop. Everything looks great, and then I just got the shadow of this dude. Silhouette. And yeah, God, dude, it was fun. We had such a blast, and there were so many people on set, and like, thank God for Shane Alexander coming on, and for Dan Sheatham II coming on, because they really helped us get everything in line. Dan Sheatham was our armorer. He made sure everybody was safe with the guns. He made sure to handle all the weapons and made sure, like, because there were so many people on the set who hadn't been handling the guns at all. It was their first time. And I thought that it was really important that everybody be safe. I didn't want any shitty accidents. And it was like right after the whole Alec Baldwin thing. And so I was just like, damn, like we really got to keep everybody safe.
And got there and just kind of walked through everything and super professional about it. Showed us like all the blanks. We went through everything, what was going to happen, the shot list, what was happening when and where, and all that fun stuff. Went over safety, which was number 1. Which was fantastic because a lot of times people overlook that. And I was like, hey, we want to do this safely. And I was like, sick, all right, now I feel comfortable. So we went over that and then just kind of asked me, what do you think? It's like, yeah, we can do this, and like, can you go down these stairs? And I was like, yeah, I think I can go down these stairs. And then we did the thing.
What the fuck happened?
Justin blasted me with a squib of blood in my face, and I died in this taco position, and the taco position was the best, man. I was thinking about the fall so much, I forgot about like the dying position, and like I died into just like crunched, uncomfortable taco, and then you're like, hey man, so you gotta stay there because Connie's gotta do her scene, and she's gotta look at you dead and run past you, and I was like, oh, well, I think about that. So it's just like, all right, just sorry man, and it was raining. It's like, sorry, man, I need you to just, like, get in that position. I was like, all right, Connie, do your thing. So I learned a lesson, and it's there's more to the stunt after the stunt. You know, like you're a dead body now, so you gotta be comfortable in that position. So it was awesome, man. Though I loved it. It was so much fun. I loved watching the playbacks, and I'm kind of glad I died in a taco because it was pretty funny and it looked pretty cool, like dead like that. And Connie's just, oh god. So it was a lot of fun. I loved doing that stuff.
We got Connie in. I was so happy we got Connie in because Connie's great and just such a great friend. And I was so grateful that we got to get her a spot.
Where's Daniel?
He's dead.
Did you see anybody?
There!
Jeremy, Stephanie, and Cody from the Black Market Brigade were there. Tony was there. Tessa got to be a part of it. The twins, Raj and Tiger got to be a part of it. It was such a synergistic, wonderful thing to make that final scene. And just like everything worked in such a way. Like there's a lot of flaws in the writing, but it doesn't matter because everybody, all the actors crushed it, and that's all that really mattered,
I wanted to do my own stunts because I wanted there to be like a realism, and it just felt fun.
That's a cut! Good Mauricio? Yeah.
It's always really fun to do the actual stunt scenes, especially after we come in for the final scene, because we practice so much, and then being able to actually do it is such a high, such a rush, and plus, I mean, you get to pretend to beat people up, but there's just nothing like that's super fun.
That was good on reaction, dude, but your punch was too low again. Good. Still too low. 3, 2, 1.
That scene in particular, that badass Sam was coming out and she's really getting to put to use everything that she's learned, and being able to do that felt empowering as a person, and that was so much fun. The fight scene between James and Neville was super fun to watch too.
Shane helped me choreograph the action scenes and helped Mauricio and Ian Crosby do the wall crash, which is so fun.
Yeah, the wall. I went through a wall. I don't think a whole bunch of people can say that.
I didn't get to go through it. I was a little bummed, but that's okay because dude, Mauricio and Ian, man, they killed it, dude. I was like super proud. I felt proud of them.
Shoulder first, keep your head back a little bit, like you're gonna ram a wall. So head back, shoulder first. You got to just go through like one big shoulder. Just stay tight and huddled, shoulder first, and commit to that bitch.
You nervous?
A little bit.
1, 2!
This wall comes blowing out, dude, and Mauricio and Ian are just hugging each other. They hit the ground like champs, dude. Dust is flying everywhere, man. They get up, dust themselves on. I was like, man, dude, those guys are champs. This is probably like the most committed actors I've worked with so far.
On the first take, you can see when they crash through the door, the whole drywall piece just pops right out like a big Lego piece, And so it didn't look realistic. There's a perfect square hole, and I was like, no, I want a hole, I want a hole through the wall. And so we rebuilt it and doubled up on the screws around the edges to keep the wall there.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Ready. Okay.
Here we go.
1, 2!
Stayed in tight, man, and it was so cool being on the other side. I was like, yes! It was awesome, man.
Favorite days? I mean, you can't really beat flying through a wall. I mean, that's as far as the young boy in me, nothing could really beat that. And action scenes and learning how to nail the choreography and the physicality of it, and yeah.
It was really great getting close with Tori, having another like strong female to be there, and we really supported each other through that. We always worked off of each other, especially for things that were really emotional. If we needed to take the extra moment to get into that really dark place, especially if the scene when Neville dies.
That's one of the things I remember the most. I love those moments with actors where you're just like, God, I will never forget that. It was so impactful. But of course, just working with Paisley, there's so much. Everyone gave me so much to work off of, but especially with Paisley in that scene, I think all of us were emotionally drained after that. I think every single person on set was emotionally drained after filming that.
Neville, but he's in bad shape. We gotta go. Now.
For me particularly, I believe it was, I know it was definitely at the end of a long day, and abruptly, right when we were in between a scene, I had gotten a call from a very close friend that one of my best childhood friends and bass player of Social Green, John Carter, had passed away. And yeah, it's just, what a crazy thing, and what intense news to receive while being immersed in a project like that, and to be able to just go calm my heart and calm my nerves and my emotions and be able to get back to it and perform and balance all of it. And I don't have to wonder too much at the end of the day. If I would have made it through that in any other situation, I likely wouldn't have, but due to the support and my friendship with Anthony, it all worked out. And it's just one more of those things that just goes into all the wildness and all the stories and all the things that happen in our lives, off camera, and maintaining and being able to get the results that we want while all those things are going on. And it was quite intense. Trying to be a corpse while also trying to not completely just be sobbing and crying. So to try to maintain that stillness as well as her performance was very, very unique, very intense thing to be a part of.
Yeah, roll. Okay. Okay, let me get slid. I can't see shit. Just a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Can you take that? All right, guys, we got 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds and we're up. Okay, here we go. Everybody ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys ready? Yeah. Action!
That's a wrap on Paisley. Oh my God! Why is it over? What does my life mean now?
Learning how to ride a motorcycle was insane, but it was so fun. And I felt so safe. So every time I crashed, I knew I was going to be saved. So it was really great.
I had always wanted to learn how to ride anyways. My dad, my grandma, like a bunch of my family are bikers. So I was like, it's going to be in my genes, dude. Like, it's going to be in my genetics. It was not. And I think it was after the third time I dropped the bike, I was like, fuck it, dude. I can't do this in this amount of time. And that was where the stunt double really saved me and was a major saving grace, especially trying to be on the crotch rocket. I would have just died, simply perished. They wouldn't be here right now, so there's that.
So you can keep your foot up on the peg or stand there, whatever you need to do. Okay, you ready? Hands on the handlebars, and take off your helmet.
Getting to teach Paisley and Tori how to ride motorcycles was really, really fun. They both fell at least 3 times, but luckily they were riding a little Rebel 125 and it wouldn't go more than like 50, 60 miles an hour when you're pushing the highest gear. So when they fell, they were doing like 10 miles an hour, so they didn't really get hurt, but it was really fun.
All right, now smile.
Life feels like a pile of dirty dishes and there ain't no mouth. Hugs and kisses, everybody talking, nobody wants to listen. Sip your old hound dog and this bottle of booze, it feels so in touch, so far removed. Frame of thought, everybody got something to prove.
And
'cause this is me. It's what you get. If you don't like it, take a hike. Said, what the hell did you expect? I fall in love.
Mags.
With falling down. I feel stronger every time I pick myself.
Or tell the people how you feel.
No, because I don't care. I feel. What's the proper word? I feel exhilarated.
A lot of fun. I did have a great time, met so many great people, and we all did become a family, you know, just like the story in the movie. So, like, it's a real trip, just like looking back at everything, and like all those days where we're just sitting there like, fuck, like just dying, you know, and just looking back now, like, seeing it put together, seeing it all done, it's really, it's like an unexplainable feeling. It's amazing.
You guys live in my heart forever. I'm absolutely blessed to have gotten this role and to be able to play the role of Wade. And I think it just turns into something incredibly beautiful. And I think until the day I die, I'm going to remember this and look back on it as a very valuable memory.
We spent like 2 years filming the movie. Like I said, it was like we became family, and that ending piece just touches my heart. You know, just looking back at everything that we've done, all the hard work and time and effort that we put into the film, and I get so emotional because it just brings back so many memories, and I sit there and I'm watching everything, and these people who I didn't know at the beginning of the film just became like family.
Just an incredibly special experience and very, very special people. You know, I'm very, very, very blessed to have had this opportunity to be with everybody. We weren't just friends, we were family. It really happened. Just like you see in the film, it was even greater. I love you guys so much. I'm so glad we got to do this, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And I really, really hope and pray that we all remain friends for the rest of our lives.
I think in a lot of ways, Caged and Wild just came at such a time when I was so broken. It was like a saving grace, even more so than just like a healing experience or like therapeutic, like almost miraculous is the best way I can put it. Every single person on set I have just the fondest memories of, and I hope that every single person has the opportunity to go wherever they want to go and to do whatever they want to do with their life, because I feel like that's really ultimately what Caged and Wild is about, is doing what you fucking want with your life.
Love being a part of it, miss it much all the time, would love to entertain the idea of potentially, if for nothing else, just to have fun and fantasize about something potentially happening with the cast and crew, and even just staying in touch. They're good people and had a good impact and effect on me, and I hope everybody that was a part of it continues to continue to grow and evolve as artists.
There's not going to be quite the same dynamic in anything else, and that's okay, because I'll have these really beautiful memories for the rest of my life. No amount of gratitude that I can express that matches how much I have in my heart. It's changed my life in so many ways, and I'm very, very grateful for it. All the joy and the pain, so I wouldn't change anything about the experience.
Truly grateful, you know, that the universe led me to these people, and that, you know, it led them to me, and it was one of the most heart-fulfilling and wonderful experiences of my entire life. You know, it was really, really, really special. And it might not read on camera, but that's what happened out there, you know, and I'll never forget it.
I fall in love with falling down. I feel stronger every time I pick myself up off the ground, and I don't care what you say. Well, I am who I am. Could give a good goddamn anyway. Life feels like a big old pile of dirt. You gotta keep on digging, even when your back hurts. Ain't no room for belly aching when it's time to put in work. I say up or down, lose or win. I roll with the punches to protect my chin. If I take a licking, I'll be picking myself back up again. 'Cause I have the will, and I have the strength, have the ability to change, have the room to give thanks to all the ones who lift me up, help me realize my potential, taught me not to give a fuck what these haters are gonna say. 'Cause I am who I am, could give a good goddamn. And I am who I am, could give a good goddamn anyway.
Cajun Wild. It's a kick-ass movie.
Thank you, everybody. I mean, let's be honest, we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into.
One time for Donnie. We go get hot chocolate.